the Blackwood mansion in Beverly Hills, a place of marble, money, and malice. 2 years, that's how long Victoria Temps, a 35-year-old cleaning lady, had been invisible here. Always silent, scrubbing floors for the arrogant millionaire Richard Blackwood and his equally cruel guests. To them, she was furniture. Then came the gold-edged invitation. A charity gala, Richard sneered, handing it to her with a look of pure contempt. Dress code. Maximum elegance. You surely have something suitable, don't you? The laughter of his friends echoed a cruel trap, a public humiliation he'd orchestrated. He'd even bet his wife Helena $100,000 Victoria wouldn't dare show up. If she did, she'd be the evening's entertainment. What Richard didn't know were two things. Victoria had grown up in halls like this, and some storms don't destroy you, they teach you how to dance in the rain. The entrance the night of the gala. The ballroom exploded with malicious laughter as Victoria descended the marble staircase. She was a vision. Her posture was straight, her gaze serene. She wore a stunning, elegant gown. "Look who decided to show up," Richard whispered, raising his champagne glass, his eyes full of mockery. The socialites tore her apart with their whispers. Where did she get that dress? Rented it, surely. They assumed she was a desperate woman playing dress-up. They couldn't have been more wrong. Victoria hadn't bought, borrowed, or rented the dress. She'd retrieved it from her own pastor, past Richard desperately wanted to erase. Richard approached, chest puffed with arrogance, ready for his display of power. "Victoria, what a pleasant surprise. When a person like you receives an invitation to an event like this, ... Victoria's calm voice cut the air like sharp silk. "A person like me. Go on, Richard, finish your sentence." His arrogance wavered, but quickly returned. "You must be feeling quite intimidated by all this elegance." Victoria smiled, not submissive, but dangerously serene. "Intimidated? No, Richard, I'm feeling exactly where I've always belonged." The secret Richard, bothered by her unnerving confidence, decided to humiliate her publicly. He tapped his glass. "Everyone, I'd like to introduce our special guest tonight, Victoria, our dedicated cleaning lady." The hall filled with cruel laughter and flashing cell phone cameras. A senator's wife, Patricia, approached with a poisonous smile. "How long did it take you to choose that dress, dear?" "Actually," Victoria replied, her calmness chilling, "this dress belonged to my mother." Vivian Chambers snickered. "And where did her mother get a dress like that?" Victoria's smile tightened. "My mother wore this dress the last time she was in a ballroom like this. That was 20 years ago when she was still Victoria Tang Blackwood." The laughter died. Richard's face went white. "What did you say?" "Tang Blackwood," Victoria repeated, her voice a sharp blade. "I'm his half-sister." The room erupted. Richard sputtered, calling her a liar. Victoria reached into her purse and pulled out the Blackwood family engagement ring, engraved with the distinctive crest. "This ring was given to my mother by her father, Henry Blackwood. My grandfather, the man you told everyone died without an heir." The Justice Richard was cornered. Victoria was relentless. You decided it was easier to pretend we never existed. You cut off our allowance, leaving us in absolute poverty. You inherited 100% of a fortune that should have been divided. Prove it, Richard desperately yelled. Oh, Richard, do you really think I came here without proof? Victoria motioned to the entrance. 3 people entered. A respected investigative journalist, a specialist inheritance lawyer, and the third made Richard stagger, Dr. Hamilton, the family's private physician. Dr. Hamilton, visibly shaking, confessed, 20 years ago. I was forced to sign a falsified death certificate. Henry Blackwood did not die of natural causes. He was slowly poisoned with arsenic over a period of months. The hall erupted in horror. The lawyer produced lab reports. The journalist connected her laptop to the sound system and played the recording. Richard's unmistakable voice threatening Dr. Hamilton and dismissing his own sister as a bastard daughter. I didn't do this by accident, Richard, Victoria said, standing tall over the broken millionaire. I applied specifically for this position. I spent 2 years here, gathering every piece of evidence. The lawyer confirmed that due to the murder, all assets would be redistributed according to the original will. The siren of the arriving police cut through the chaos. Victoria knelt to face him one last time. You made me clean my own father's blood off the hands of his killer for 2 years. There is no making up for 20 years of injustice, Richard. But there are consequences. As Richard was led away in handcuffs, Victoria turned to the terrified guests. I want everyone to understand one thing. I didn't do this for revenge. I did this for justice. 6 months later, Victoria Tang Blackwood was sitting in Richard's former office, now a symbol of fair leadership. Her inheritance was recovered. Richard was serving 25 years for murder and fraud, and the company was thriving under ethical management. Her revenge wasn't destroying him. It was building something so great that the injustice she suffered became only the first chapter in a story of triumph.